Hello everybody. Last year, in November of 2023, Konami released the Yu-Gi-Oh! 25th Anniversary Rarity Collection. This was a reprint set that was intended to include just a lot of really good cards, and each card could be obtained in one of 7 different rarities. It had a lot of really good staples, and a lot of good extra deck boss monsters like Baron de Fleur and Borreload Savage Dragon, which are both now forbidden in the TCG. But it also had Pot of Prosperity, which is a card that I hadn't purchased previously because it was kind of pricey. The Rarity Collection made Pot of Prosperity a lot more accessible, as well as other cards as well. And it was particularly nice for somebody like me because I was getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh! After not having purchased any cards or really following the game for about a decade. So the Rarity Collection actually had a lot of pretty good cards that I had missed out on at the time when they were released and when they had been re-released because, for most of them it's not like this is their first reprinting. But the Rarity Collection, I felt that the rarity thing was kind of cool. It was more of a gimmick for me, though. I just wanted more copies of good cards, right? But it's still going to go down as one of Konami's best sets, probably of all time, because most of the cards in that set were really good and quite usable in some fashion in the modern game. Now, if the Rarity Collection was so good, though, why isn't there a Rarity Collection 2? Well, I've had the box and the shot, so from looking in the video or from, news of upcoming releases and whatnot that, yes, there is in fact a Rarity Collection 2 that just released. From what I've heard and from what I've seen from the card list and heard from other people who are maybe a bit more knowledgeable about the game than I am, even though I do play the game, this is one of the reprint sets of all time. So yeah, it's somewhat of a disappointing follow-up in a lot of people's minds to the Rarity Collection. One thing in particular is the price. This box was quite a bit more expensive than any of the few Rarity Collection 1 boxes that I purchased. Yes, I like the set so much, I purchased a few boxes of it. This one, I'm probably not buying another box of this. As you can see, this only comes in 18 packs per box, or with 18 packs per box. But unlike the first Rarity Collection, which had 24 packs per box, this has 9 cards per pack. The original Rarity Collection was 24 packs per box and 5 cards per pack. And in fact, at Konami's advertising, you get twice as many secret rares and ultra rares and variants of those cards. But yeah, so I checked actually, though. Here's the thing. For the standard 9 card per pack boosters, and even like the 7 card per pack boosters, Konami lists their MSRP as $4.49 US per pack. These are given an MSRP of $9.99 per pack. So I guess that's what they feel these are worth because they are going to have better cards for the most part. Like I said, some people aren't too enthusiastic about the card list or the card pool that is available in this set. But this is more expensive because it contains more cards, sort of. Like I said, they feel that this is worth over twice as much what your standard booster is that's not guaranteed to have a lot of good cards, I guess. Now, the other thing, I keep saying good cards, the other thing that people don't like is the card list. So the card list for the first Rarity Collection was really good. It had a lot of really good cards, and, well, people are less impressed with this one. It does seem to have a lot of ultra rares from some recent sets, like it has Pearly, the ultra rare Pearlies, it has all of the Vsauce Starfrost field spells, and it's got Exo Sisters Magnifica. It also has a lot of Edison format cards too. But there are some good things that would have been nice to have that are missing, like no Bestials, no Diviner of the Herald. Things like that would have been kind of nice. No, even Kashtira Fenrir would have been nice to have. I think that was an ultra rare in Darkwing Blast, but it's not in this set. The set list is a little bit interesting. So, anyway, now that I've talked a little bit about the product, I'm going to finally open it. Let me get out a knife. Let's cut the plastic without slicing up the box. Yeah. All right, that should be good enough. I should be able to get the plastic off. Alright, so here's the box. Oh, yeah. I can show off the back of the box. Okay. Anyway, whatever. This is what the box looks like. It's a vertical form factor, and let's see if I can set it up correctly. There we go. Alright, let's get the plastic out of the shot. Alright, so like I said, these contain 9 cards per pack compared to the 5 per pack from the original Rarity Collection. I'm going to set these down. Even though the box is meant to be stood upright, I'm just going to do this. Here's the first booster. Let's open it. And let's see what we've got inside. We got Rescue Cat. This is an Edison format card. Borland Dragon. Oh yeah, Garura, Wings of Resonant Life. That's another one that was a UR. Charge of the Light Brigade. Book of Eclipse. Fusion Deployment, Rescue Rabbit, another Garura, and another Book of Eclipse. Cool. Alright. Like, Garura, like I said, was... I'm pretty sure that was an ultra rare in the pack that it was released in. So... Alright, Droll and Lockbird's a good hand trap. I don't have a ton of these. Hyper Librarian, Polymerization, another Hyper Librarian, Solemn Warning. I think this is the one Solemn card I don't have a lot of. Rescue Cat and Alt Art, Silent Magician, Primeval Planet Perlorino in a Quarter Century Secret Rare. Yeah, this is the Quarter Century Secret Rare. Yep, I believe. Yep, I can see the watermark. And then Fusion Deployment. So Fusion Deployment's a decent card in decks that use, well, fusion monsters with, like, I think with named materials. I think. I'm pretty sure it is. I clearly don't play any of them. We've got Solemn Judgment, Rescue Rabbit, alright. I think I have a lot of Foolish Burial. The thing is, some of these were released in other sets, too. Oh, is this, Alt Art, Droll and Lockbird? I actually didn't know this card had an Alt Art. Yes, it is. That's kind of cool. Skill Drain, another Droll in Alt Art, too. And Blue Eyes, Alternative White Dragon. So, some of these are just useful to have extra copies of if I don't want to have to, you know, if I want to have multiple decks that play them. Soul and Luna, Twin Twisters, Exo Sisters packs. Number 60, Dugari's the Timeless, Appaloosa in Alt Art. So now, this set includes Appaloosa and IP Masquerena in Alt Art, and they were previously released in their Alt Art in, I think, in Maximum Gold Eldorado, but I and a lot of other people do not like the gold foiling because it's done very poorly on a lot of these. It chips as well, and the quality control on those is just pretty bad. Anyway, it's nice to have them in sort of a standard printing like this. Also, if you double sleeve cards, the gold foiling raises the thickness around the edges, and it makes it kind of not possible to really double sleeve without it looking bad. Holy fuck, what is this? Number 38, Hope Harbinger, Dragon Titanic Galaxy. Magician's Souls. This is another, no, this is not a quarter century secret rare. This is I think this is a platinum rare. Another alternative white dragon. And Trap Tricks Rafflesia, which, that card's in the Trap Trick structure deck. I don't need more copies of it. Anyway, so like I said, IP Masquerena with Alt Art is also in this set. Hieratic Skill of the Heavenly Spheres. Crossout Designator, it's a good one to have more copies of. Book of Moon Trishula, Edison card. Another Edison card, Super Nimble Mega Hamster. Forbidden Lance. I think this is a... Forgive me if I get some of the rarities wrong. This also appears to be like the Platinum Secret Rare. Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. And here's the Alt Art IP Masquerena. So I am happy to have at least one of those in Alt Art, like I said, without the questionable quality gold foiling. Alright. We've got Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill in Alt Art. That's actually pretty cool. I do like this. Rindbrum, the Striking Dragon. This was another card that was a UR in its original release, I believe. Magician's Souls. Another Solemn Judgment. Fantastical Dragon Phantasme. Here's another Pressured Planet Rate Soth, the Kashtira field spell. Gold Sarcophagus. I actually don't have a lot of copies of this one. Phantom Knights of Breaksword, Chaos Hunter. Yeah, I don't think I have a lot of copies of Gold Sarcophagus. Alright, Book of Moon, Solemn Strike, Primeval Planet Pelarino, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, E-Tilly, Mind Control, 2 Mind Controls in a row, Pearly Pretty Memory, and then Bingo Machine Go, which is, of course, a Blue Eye support. Super Nimble, Mega Hamster, Pot of Duality. I don't have a lot of copies of this, but it's not as useful as the other pots, just because, you know, I can't give up my special summon in most decks. Okay, Underworld Goddess of the Closed World is another one I want more copies of. Another Alt Art, Droll and Lockbird, Anti-Spell Fragrance, which just got limited. Rindbrum, another Psychic End Punisher. I think I have a couple copies of that one already. Alright. Mind Control, Ghost Ogre, it's original art. MST, Edison card really, who's playing that today? Breaksword, Abyss Dweller, Fusion Deployment, My Friend Pearly, Raikou, another Edison card, Forbidden Lance. Guardian Chimera, this one's a decent one. Unchained Soul of Rage, TG Hyper Librarian, Hieratic Seal, Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, another Duality, Long Name, Polymerization, and Primitive Planet Phobia, Scare Claws, Field Spell. Alright, I am hoping for more copies of Access Code Talker, MST, Harbinger, Borland Dragon, Pelarino. Hey, ask and you shall receive. Here's Access Code Talker, Psy-Frame Lord Omega, Coral Dragon, E-Telly, and Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Anti-Spell Fragrance, Sarcophagus, Rindbrum, Exo Sisters Magnifica. I think this is basically the one Exo Sisters card. I don't really have any. Peaceful Planet Calarium. Is this a... It is not Quarter Century. Oh, okay. I forget what this one's called. Let me consult my computer, which I have near me in case I need to look something up. I think this is a collector's rare. Whatever. Silent Swordsman, Pressured Planet Rate Soth, Illusion of Chaos, Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. Alright, let's... Another Pressured Planet Rate Soth. I don't need that many copies of it. Rescue Rabbit, Silent Magician, Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, Peaceful Planet Calarium, Rescue Rabbit. Another Droll and Lockbird, Charge of the Light Brigade, and another IP Masquerena. Getting a lot of copies of Droll, which, I mean, I have now a fairly excessive amount of, like, Ash Blossom, but the one I don't really have an excessive amount of is Droll, so I don't mind getting a lot of copies. Another Book of Moon, Light Brigade, ASF, Aluber, the Jester of Despia, Ultimate Slayer. I actually have this in its ultra... I think it was... No, it was a secret rare in its original pack. I have one. Rescue Cat, Phantasme, Ghost Mourner, Alt Art, another Phantasme. Alright, Pearly Pretty Memory, Silent Magician, Preparation of Rites. I have a lot of this card because this was also in Amazing Defenders, I believe. Cosmic Cyclone, Breaksword, another Rate Soth, geez. Silent Magician, My Friend Pearly, another Aluber. I actually don't know if I had any copies of Aluber. It's not in the Albaz Strike structure deck. And pretty much all the Albaz cards I have, for the most part, are from that structure deck. Another Appaloosa, Rescue Cat, Ghost Ogre, Solemn Strike, Alternative White Dragon, Solemn Warning, Masquerena, Pax, Chaos Hunter. Droll, Trishula, Crystal Link Synchro Dragon. I didn't get any of this one yet, I don't think. Magnifica. Warning, Long Name, Warning. Trishula again, and another Ultimate Slayer. It would be nice to get more copies of Crystal Wing, because I don't think I had any before. So Sol and Luna, Polymerization, Saravis, The Ancient and Descended. I have a lot of copies of this one. This was in another set. Trishula, Masquerade, The Blazing Dragon. I don't have that one yet. Tratrix Rafflesia. Saravis again, another Rindrum, and Book of Eclipse. So that was the last one, actually. So that was the Rarity Collection, too. Well, like I said, this one's a bit more hit or miss. I mean, I got some cards that I like having now because I didn't really have copies before, although it probably would have been cheaper to just buy singles, but that would be a lot less fun, wouldn't it? It's one of the reprint sets of all time. I got way more copies of Pressured Planet Ratesoth than I need, so that's the Rarity Collection too. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to buy another box of this one. Now, if you want to stick around, I have something else that I'm going to open as well. If you're not interested in it, and if you want to leave the video now, that's fine. I will not be hurt by it. But I also have, 4 months after release, a Maze of Millennia box as well that I'm going to open. This set has some cards that are still kind of pricey, although they have certainly are certainly past their peak. Like Bonfire, Transaction Rollback are certainly not as expensive as they used to be. All right. Put the knife away. Don't need that anymore. Move the other cards out of the way. So as I said, this set came out like 4 months ago now, but I don't have any of the cards in the set yet, so they'll all be new to my collection. Maze of Millennia. Also, like I said, so this is one of the 7 card per pack sets, but MSRP on this, according to Konami's, or to the Yu-Gi-Oh website, I guess it's not Konami's website, but the Yu-Gi-Oh website, which is probably maintained by Konami, the MSRP on these boosters is $4.49 per pack, and it would be the same for any of the standard booster sets that have 9 cards per pack, but, you know, they think that Rarity Collection's worth about more than twice as much because they're better cards, I guess. Whatever. I don't know the ins and outs of, you know, of their business, so whatever. They could have reasons for this that I'm not aware of that maybe make total sense. Anyway, Maze of Millennia. I think if there is an ultra rare, I think it is third from the back. So I got Earthbound, Geoglyph, Code Hack, Mirage Swordsman, Desynchro, this is a reprint, I know, Earthbound Synchron, Extinguish, and Millennium Revelation. So, yeah, I think if there is a UR, it's not in the same position as the SRs, the super rares. Yeah, alright. I know this has a lot of new Earthbound Immortal support, which is still not very good, but, I mean, I really like the 5Ds video games, so even though Earthbound Immortal sucks, I kind of have a liking to the archetype. I also think that it's based on the Nazca lines. I think that's pretty cool as well, because I think the Nazca lines are pretty cool. Altergeist Multifaker, Chimera, the Flying Mythical Beast, Doppel Warrior, Desynchro, Phoenix Gearblade. So that means no UR. Of course, if I see a secret rare, that means, I believe, no ultra rare. All right. Alert. I know these all caps are Rescue Ace cards. Gazelle, King of Mythical Beasts, Supreme King Dragon Darkworm, Hornsaurus, Supreme King Gate Infinity. I spoiled it. 100 Eyes Dragon and Transaction Rollback. This is a pretty good one. This is not, of course, specifically a Labyrinth card, but it's used in Labyrinth. That's a pretty good one. That's still like a $35 card, I believe. Whatever. Rescue, Earthbound Geoglyph, Earthbound Prison, Groundkeeper, Mirage Swordsman, Millennium Revelation, another UR, Magispector Cyclone, and Fighting Flame Swordsman. Yeah, so there's a new Flame Swordsman support, and that's a decent one if you want to play that, I think. I don't know. I saw it on a list of cards that are supposed to be good from the set. But of course, you know, the main ones are Thrust, Bonfire, and Transaction Rollback. Anyway, Supreme King Dragon, Odd Eyes, not Dark Eyes, just Spectre Toad, Ogama. Okay, Earthbound Person Lightwalker, Altergeist, Prime Banshee, Kaito Terra, and yep. No, you are. Of course, not every pack is going to have one. So, no. And I did just find 2 in a row that had URs. Alright, so what do we got here? I'm going to speed this up a bit. And by speed this up, I mean I'm not going to pause as much. Here's a Flame Swordsman support. Really only going to stop if there's something that I notice that sticks out to me. Or if there's an ultra rare, of course. Because, you know, you really care about the set for its ultra rares, let's be real here. There's Berfomet, which is an old card, but I don't know if I have copies of it. Salamandra, which... The original Salamandra, the equip spell was a video game promo. And because it's an equip spell from the early days of the game, it wasn't that good. Okay, here's more Earthbound. I say Earthbound, but I know these are like for the Earthbound Immortals. Ashoka Pillar from 5Ds. Yeah. There should be at least one more UR in this box. Alright. So, it's not this one. Cabrera Stone. I remember the Cursed Artifact trio from 5Ds. That's actually one of the few episodes of the anime that I've seen. I've only seen a couple episodes of 5Ds, but I have seen the one where Yusei duels with Tenzin Yanagi, is that the guy's name? And has to duel using his crappy cards. Arcana Force 15, The Fiend. Is this a... I think this is a newer Arcana Force. I don't remember this card originally. 100 Eyes Dragon, again. Of course, 100 Eyes Dragon is also a 5Ds era card, but in the anime it was a dark synchro monster, which is not something that exists in the actual card game. But it is in the Tag Force video games. Altergeist Hextia. What do we got here? Ashoka Pillar. In fact, those, well, before they got actual releases, the Cursed Artifact cards were also in the Tag Force video games, and they suck in those games. There's Earthbound Immortal Asclepiscu. Rescue Ace Turbulence. The Gazelle. Nope. Rescue Ace Hydrant. No, you are here. Another Asclepiscu. Armored Xyz. All in all, though, I know very little about the 5Ds anime. Like I said, that's like one of the only episodes I've actually seen. Oh, does this have a UR? It does. Ancient Chant. So, Winged Dragon of Ra support. Yep. What does this do, actually? Of course, I know what this is a reference to in the anime. Alright, so that might be the last UR I get in this box. Yep, it's Rescue Ace Turbulence again. I don't know if I've gotten... I haven't been checking very carefully. I've mainly been checking for URs. I don't know if it's actually in the set, although if Ashoka Pillar and Cabrera Stone are, I can't imagine that it wouldn't be, but I don't know if I've gotten any copies of Crystal Skull. Ooh. Oh, Bonfire! This card is still quite expensive, so... I've technically made my... I mean, I'm not planning on selling these cards, but I've technically made my money back from the box with Transaction Rollback and with Bonfire. So those are some pretty good URs to get. Have I gotten any Jet Synchron yet? I don't know. Okay, another Chimera, Asclepiscu. Nope. Alright, Salamandra Fusion. It's an equip card. Flame Swords Realm. Okay, so I only have a couple packs left. 3, I guess. Alright, okay. Another Jet Synchron. Alright, so there's just one pack left, and that'll be it for this box. Okay. Oh, yep, okay. So, yep, this just had the 3 URs, but it had Transaction Rollback and it had Bonfire, so I can't really complain too much. Yeah, anyways, by the way, this booster box was cheaper than the Rarity Collection box, for the record. Well, that brings us to the end of the video. That was the 25th Anniversary Rarity Collection 2 booster box. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to be buying another one of those. And then the Maze of Millennia box that had Transaction Rollback and Bonfire, certainly 2 of the most sought-after cards in the set. I'm pretty happy with that. But this is the end of the video, so I will talk to you all again next time.